Pennsylvania House Democrats dismiss Senate SEPTA funding proposal as a doomsday deadline approaches. As an impending August deadline poses a risk of plunging Philadelphia's transit system into turmoil, the Pennsylvania House of Representatives has rejected the Senate's most recent funding plan for the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority, SEPTA. This decision exacerbates the budget stalemate and jeopardizes commuters with the potential for considerable service interruptions. What is at risk? SEPTA's crisis timeline. SEPTA is facing a $213 million operational deficit. The agency has cautioned that without state assistance by August 14, 2025, it will have to initiate sweeping service reductions of 20% starting August 24, which will impact nearly 800,000 daily riders. Effects on riders. The proposed cuts entail the removal of 32 bus routes, reduced train frequencies, cancellation of special event services, and a 21.5% fare increase scheduled for September 1. Should the cuts deepen by January 2026, potentially reaching 45% reductions, a 9 p.m. curfew on rail services and additional service eliminations may ensue. Senate GOP proposal compared to House Democratic plan. Source of funding. Senate GOP plan. Public Transportation Trust Fund redirects current capital funding for operational use. House Democrats proposal. 1.75 percentage point increase in sales tax, establishing a recurring revenue source. Duration. Senate GOP plan. 2-year bridge solution. House Democrats proposal. Permanent through a dedicated transit fund. Additional features. Senate GOP plan. Necessitates fare increases. Enhances oversight through the prosecutor's office. House Democrats proposal incorporates accountability measures and funding for other transit systems. Political response. Senate GOP plan passed the Senate narrowly along party lines, labeled not serious by Democrats. House Democrats proposal approved in the House 108-95, regarded as a sustainable funding solution. House takes action, Senate remains resolute. On Wednesday, the House Rules Committee voted 18-15 along party lines to reject the Senate's transit funding legislation. The legislation, supported by Republican Senator Joe Picozzi and others, aimed to redirect billions from the Public Transportation Trust Fund to finance SEPTA's operational expenses. However, House Democrats criticized it as an attack on vital capital projects, which include rail car replacements and infrastructure enhancements. In contrast, the House approved its own extensive transit funding bill on August 11, which allocates $292 million, approximately a 25% increase for transit operations. This includes $167 million designated for SEPTA, along with funding for highways and smaller transit systems across the state. Nevertheless, the future of this bill remains uncertain due to opposition from Senate Republicans. Consequences and fallout. SEPTA is preparing for cuts. The agency has initiated a 10-day preparation period for service reductions, which involves updating schedules, digital systems, and staff assignments. Public backlash. Commuters, students, and parents are voicing their concerns. With the school year commencing on August 25, thousands of students rely on SEPTA buses and trains, and many lack viable alternatives. Political pressure intensifies. Demonstrators have assembled at Senator Picozzi's office, accusing lawmakers of instigating a transit death spiral. House Democrats persist in urging the Senate to take action, stressing that SEPTA requires a funding solution that ensures both safety and service. With SEPTA's deadline already lapsed, the chance of reinstating service depends on whether lawmakers can reach a compromise swiftly. If funding is secured promptly, SEPTA officials indicate that it will take 10 days to reverse the planned cuts and fully restore service. At this juncture, SEPTA riders, and the entire Philadelphia region, find themselves trapped between a legislative impasse and an impending transportation crisis.